Most want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders, great millstone, who teach very well. While this truth from and sanitation, that there to the hopeful lick, who continue to push this word in our truth, faith, and sincerity. And also, shalom to the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua. And today, man, just basically getting on, this is actually Babylon that we're living in. Babylon the Great, America, the glory of kingdoms, man. And even though Esau, he got different technology that you never seen before. This guy, he also have wickedness that you never seen before, man. Because now wickedness have reached its height now, man. This androgynous spirit. You can't tell if it's a boy or a girl. You can't tell if it's a man or a woman. It's a little bit of both. Things like this is where you see in America. And this is another reason why it have to be destroyed, man. Because America set the standards across the world. And if America is wicked, then the standards of the world are wicked, man. That's why the scriptures say the way of the king, how the king is, so are the people. So if the king is wicked, then the people are going to be wicked, man. Follow the leader, for the lack of better words, man. And who the people are following is who? Babylon, man. Read this real quick. This Isaiah 13 verse 19. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms. And again, America is the glory of kingdoms today, man. Because what nation or what kingdom that can top America today, man? Even though America, they're on a downfall, and they still on the top on a roundabout way. People can still have their lights on. That's a luxury. You can just go and get something to eat. Instead of you drawing water, your water come from a faucet. That's easy street, man. When these third world countries are gotta get it like the gutter. Read this again though. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency. And that word Chaldeans goes back into witchcraft, man. And the part of that witchcraft is the deceit of the androgynous spirit. You don't know if it's a man or it's a woman, or you can clearly tell it's a dude, man. But he wants you to think that he's a woman. That's how sick it is, man. It says the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, man. So this place is going to get the same judgment that Sodom and Gomorrah got, man. And for plenty of reasons. Because Sodom and Gomorrah was set for an example what not to do, man. And what these devils did, they actually passed Sodom and Gomorrah. They exceeded the wickedness of Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Let's read this real quick on Jude 1 and verse 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, because Sodom, that was the main two places, but it was 5 cities that was following after them, man. It says in the cities about them in like manner, because it was certain people that was joined unto them, man. And that the scriptures say, though hand join the hand, the wicked should not be unpunished, man. So let's say, ain't nothing wrong with that. As long as he don't come at me with it, that basically mean you like it. That basically mean you enjoy it, man. You with it. That's why Yahweh Shai said, all those not that are not with me are against me, man. And that's the same thing with Esau. If you're not with Esau, you're against them, man. And we're against Esau in all ways, bro. Because Esau is the representation of what not to do, bro. Read this again. This Jude 1 and 7, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh right there, man, because it's a such thing as bestiality, man. And in the law, for lack of better words, they commit unsavory acts with dogs, animals, and cats and chickens. And they keep the animal alive. So now the animals is infested with demons, man. When really, you go back into the ancient world, if you caught that, you put the man to death and the animal to death, man. Because now the animal is defiled, man. But now somebody, they have all, you can't even say nothing about it. Or somebody have a chicken, because yesterday at camp, man, we seen a guy with a chicken, and he had a strange look in his eyes, man. Like he wanted to do something to him, man. But at the same time, if you say something about it, if you say, yeah, that's wrong, then guess what, man? These people, they will demonize you from hell and back, man. Read this again. It says, giving themselves over to giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh are set forth an example, suffering the Avengers of Eternal Fire. And yes, man, because Sodom and Gomorrah was the perfect thing of what not to be like or what not to do. But what these devils did, they did it more. They took it to extra step. Now they cutting off people's rights. Now they messing with the children, man. And it's a banker, he said, you give me control of one generation and I will rule the world. So basically, if you condition one generation mind to be wicked, then that generation after them is going to be wicked. Then the generation after them is going to be wicked. Until basically the Lord set up righteous rulers. And that's what he's doing right now, man. Because we're the ones that's ruining the party. We're the ones that's telling you what not to do, man. We're telling you that America is off, man. We're telling you that this place is going to get destroyed. You know, every action have a reaction, man. And that's why we're so hated. Galatians 4:16. Am I therefore become your enemy? Because I tell you the truth, man. And the truth is what? America is going to get destroyed, man. Let's go ahead and get that in the book of 2 Peter. This is the book of 2 Peter. Yep, 2 Peter 2, and I'm going to start at verse 6. It says, matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 5. It says, and spare not the old world. And again, once you go back into the time of Genesis, matter of fact, let's go ahead and get that. Because those people, they was wicked back then. The same thing that was going back then is the same thing that's going now, man. This is the book of Genesis. Genesis 6. I'm going to start at verse 5. It says, because again, first time it was the flood with water, but this time it's going to be the flood with fire, man. That's the balance of the Most High. Read this again, though. It says, Genesis 6:5, and the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and the wickedness of people is great in the earth right now, especially from the nation of Edom, trickling down to these other nations, even amongst the nation of Israel, man. People have gotten that wicked mind state, that wicked mindset, bro. Continuing on, it says, and that every imagination of their thoughts was so like read this again. And the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually, man. Because again, these devils, they think of evil thoughts, man. You know, first thing you think, yeah, these devils, they can get a man pregnant. Now they exceeded that wickedness, man. You know? Now they got different testosterone pills, estrogen pills. They put estrogen and testosterone in your food and shit, which basically destroy you. Continuing on though, it says, and it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord, he's not gonna let you continue on with your wickedness, man. It's going to get to a point where you're going to have to pay for your actions for the lack of battle words. So let's go ahead and go in off of 2 Peter. Going back to 2 Peter 2 in verse 5 again. Because again, like how they was moles back then, now they the same thing today, but on a higher level, man. On a higher scale. 2 Peter 2 and verse 5. And spare not the old world, but save Noah, the eighth person. Why did the Lord save Noah? Because Noah wasn't with that. Noah was separate. He was holy. Continuing on, it says, but save Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. Because Noah hated them niggas back then. Like we hated these niggas now, Noah hated them niggas back then. Continuing on to verse 6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes. Yes, man. Basically destroying this place with nuclear heat, with nuclear fire. It says, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, and condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. So guess what? The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai made an example of Sodom and Gomorrah, what not to do. But what these people did, they exceeded the actions of Sodom and Gomorrah, which is another reason why the Lord is going to destroy this place. So I want to say, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakwadash, Shalom, DTA, and Abba.